I know I often talk about how to get corporate clients, but in this video, I'm going to be telling you why a corporate client wouldn't hire you. Yes, we're going to do something a little spicy today. Truth is, most people who say they want corporate clients are never going to get them. I know this because I talk to people every single week who are aspiring, who want to do corporate contracts. This is something they feel aligned to. And what I'll tell you, and being in this particular business for over 4 years now, is that most of those people who are hoping or wishing will still be hoping and wishing 12 months later. Might be you, might not be you, but let me tell you why this happens to most people. Number one, corporations do not hire people who don't have a clear understanding of what outcomes they provide in an organizational context. Now, I know I used a lot of fancy words with that, but it's really simple. Companies pay to either make more money or save more money. If you are not clear in how you align to that, it doesn't matter how many cold pitches you send, how many speaker websites you build, or even how much activity you do on LinkedIn. Companies will not hire you if it's not clear of how you solve bottom line problems. So here's the fix to that. Take some time to get really clear on what is it that you do in those two spectrums. Do you help companies make more money, meaning you give them processes, strategy, structure to be able to generate additional revenue? Or do you help them save more money, which is most of my people, meaning they work with the employee side, helping people be less burnt out, helping people be more creative in their jobs and more productive. Those things, yes, they do make the company more money indirectly, but directly, it helps retain those employees, which ultimately helps them to save money in the long run, because retention, turnover are high priorities that companies have in every single industry. That if you're a business owner and you teach business topics, marketing, sales, personal, professional development, there's no reason why you shouldn't be positioning yourself to also land some of these corporate contract opportunities. So most people miss that bucket altogether, and they forget to include those things as they are going into working with more corporations. Second reason why a company will not hire you or agree to sign a contract with you, for that matter, is you don't understand how the corporate system works. So most people think they can just figure out how to send an email. And again, there's many different ways that you can do that. ChatGPT could probably put together a good email for you, but it's less about the contents of the email and more about the understanding of the process. Most people send one email and quit. Most people, if they don't have a conversation going in the next week, they think it doesn't work, so they give up. I've actually seen people who will get all excited about the process and dive in, and they're ready to go. And as soon as it doesn't click tomorrow, they're ready to throw in the towel. That is a sign that you are not ready to work with corporations. If you give up that easily, trust me, this is not your space. This is a space for people who understand that in this world, it's built upon relationships. It's built upon connections. So this isn't your last ditch, I'm going to try to figure out how to make my business work, so I'm going to get corporate clients type of thing. No, this is your, I'm looking at how can I create more impact? How can I build stronger and deeper relationships that, yes, lead to higher paying contracts, but I'm willing to put in the time to understand what these clients need, who I need to talk to, and build a true relationship with that person that turns into that next 6 or 7 figure deal, right? So the relationships matter. It cannot just be an overnight cash grab for you. This is not going to be for you. And ultimately, corporate clients are not going to hire you if that is your energy. Okay. Third thing is having a clear way to package your expertise, not creating a corporate offer. That's one of the things that I tell people. You don't have to have an offer set in stone. You just need to know how to speak about it. Where you have a conversation, you're able to ask the right questions and co-create and design an offer that's going to be a good fit for that corporate client on the other end. So if you don't have that skill set, you're going to be missing the mark, and corporate clients are not going to be ready to move forward with you. Most people are trying to search for opportunities, or I even get people in my social media accounts asking me, oh, well, who are the contacts and where do I go? And I'm like, you're missing the entire point. It's not about understanding where the contract opportunities are. It's actually about being the person who could walk into a situation today, who could send an email today and create a contract opportunity. That's the type of people that I work with. And that's the type of people that can always get a contract opportunity and that corporations are looking to hire. If you're just looking to apply to the next opportunity and figure out where things are and how you can put your hat in the ring, you're not necessarily out the game, but you're not playing the game to the highest potential that you could be, which is how do you develop the skill sets and understand the process so that you could wake up tomorrow and say, hey, I'd like to work with X, Y, and Z company. I know who to reach out to. I know how to structure my language to get them attracted and interested in what I'm doing. And I have a system and process to put them through to close the deal. This is how I've created over $16 million in my career doing this and still doing it in business today and showing people how to do it. These are the key pieces that you need to have. It's not about questioning your expertise, because if you're watching this, you have expertise, you have decades in this, you know what you're doing. It's not about that. It's taking that and now putting it into a lens that corporations suddenly see you as a trusted partner and an advisor, not another salesperson just trying to get a contract. And most people fall into that bucket, right? But if you are ready to land more corporate contracts in your business, and I'm not talking referrals, because if people know you, that gives you a certain level of advantage where you can just kind of walk through the door because your name precedes you, and that's wonderful. But for people who do not know you, yet they need the services that you have to offer, you've got to understand these key areas that I mentioned here in this video, the don'ts, and do the opposite so that you can build those connections and close those contract opportunities, because that's what this is all about. It's about understanding and having this connection within yourself that no matter what situation arises, what rooms you walk into, you don't see your business, you don't see your expertise in just one lane. If you were in the room with the CEO of a small business or a medium business, my goal or my idea, my mission for doing this is making sure that you understand you can sell to them too. You can be landing these 6 and 7 figure contract opportunities and run your B2C business and do the things that you want to do with entrepreneurs. The opportunities are endless, and the ability to be able to advance your business with just a handful of these contracts is game changing. All right, so I said this was going to be short, sweet, to the point. Now listen, before you go, here's something that I want you to do. Take 5 minutes and take our corporate readiness assessment. This is going to be really important. It's no cost to take it, but this is going to help you understand exactly where in your business you need to work on in order to get more corporate clients in your business. It's going to give you a full report out with answers that I personally wrote, questions that I wrote as well, to give you the next steps to improve your process, your system, and your outreach so that you can be getting more corporate clients. Over dozens of people have taken it at this point and have gotten great feedback. You also get the opportunity to have a debrief call with my team to get even more strategy support. And so it's literally no cost to you to be able to do this, but this is going to set the groundwork so that you can turn this information and insight and the things I'm sharing with you in this video into true action and set yourself apart for real contract opportunities. Now, let me let you in on this. This is only for experts. So again, if you've gotten this far, I assume that you already have years and decades of expertise in one particular area. This is just a new step into a new client, a new arena, and these are the type of people that this assessment is for. So click the link below. Go ahead and take it. Leave a comment to let me know that you jumped in and did this, and let's build together. Let's continue to get in these rooms and these spaces where real deals are being done. I'm not talking about, $5, $10 here. All of that is great. 25, 10K here. Great. I'm talking about real momentum, real movement in your business by just having one strategic conversation with someone who has access to hundreds, thousands, and even millions of dollars of budget. Why wouldn't you be in that room? All right, so take the assessment. Can't wait to see your results, and I'll see you in the next video.